Welcome to What I Eat in a Day video. Today's video is inspired by all the ripe fruit that I have in my house that I need to eat today. So you'll see behind me I have some lovely cantaloupes that are extra ripe, and I have some peaches that are ripe, and I just harvested this kohlrabi. So let's just see what the day brings. We're gonna experiment and make some interesting recipes with these ingredients, and we'll just kind of wing it today. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more interesting tips just like this. So for breakfast, I like to start my day hydrated, and oftentimes I just have a melon in the morning, so that's what I'm going to do today with my extra ripe cantaloupes. I'm just going to cut one in half, grab a spoon, and have my breakfast. All right, so let's get to making our next meal. I told you I have all those extra peaches that really need to be eaten, so I'm going to make a peach vanilla strawberry smoothie for my next meal. These are lovely donut peaches. You see there's some soft spots on them, so it is time. I'm just going to cut up a bunch of them and stick them in the blender until I'm satisfied, and then I'll add the rest of the ingredients. Next, I'm going to add some strawberries that I have, because I have a bunch of these that I need to eat too. Just throw those in there with the green tops on everything. I'm going to add a banana. I've got a really ripe one here ready to go. I just harvested a bunch of baby kale from my garden, not so baby anymore, so it's time. And I'm gonna add a teaspoon of fresh ground vanilla bean powder. And a tablespoon of chia seeds. Get my good omega-3s in for the day. I'm going to add just a little bit of water so I can get it to blend. It'll probably be fine, but since I don't have any frozen fruit in there, it's going to get pretty thick. Made some extra today. You want some smoothie, honey?
No.
Okay. I'll save it for later.
Okay. You save it for later.
Look at that color. Perfect. If you like your smoothies cold, you can also use frozen fruit, or you can add ice or stuff to that, or things like that. But I like it fresh, especially in the winter. I really don't like to make cold smoothies, so I'll always use fresh fruit if I can, or let my fruit warm up to room temperature and then blend it, just because that's another way that I can stay warm in the winter. But it's hot out today, so I ideally would have put frozen fruit in it, but I'm using what I have that wants to be eaten today, so that is what it is. For my next meal, I'm going to make kind of like a little quick salad. I harvested this lettuce from my garden. Isn't that gorgeous? And this kohlrabi, like you saw earlier. And some kale. And I'm going to make a quick dressing out of a mango, some tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to pulse in some cilantro that I got too at the farmer's market. So let's get to it. So for the kohlrabi, I already cut off the roots, and now I'm just going to cut off the leaves, and I'm going to peel it. I save these leaves either for, I have a worm bin where it's my compost bin, it has worms in it, or I'm just going to use it to make a veggie broth for my kids. There you go. So you can just eat it just like this. It kind of tastes like a cross between cabbage, but it's a little bit more sweet like an apple. I really like it. It's got a really good nice crunch, so I like to add it to my salads. Instead of like cucumbers or things like that, if I'm just feeling like it's something a little bit different. Or you can actually rice it and make it into cauliflower rice essentially, but it's a little bit sweeter and not as pungent as cauliflower, so it's a good alternative. Next, we're going to take our mango and our tomatoes and put them into our blender. And we're also going to pulse in some of the cilantro, so I'm just going to chop a big section of it to put in. The tomatoes have a lot of acidity in them as well, but I like to add a little bit of more acidity to my dressings. Gives it some really good flavor. That smells really good. And last but not least, I'm going to add some more of those peaches onto my salad just because I have so many that are super ripe right now. And that's that. Look at that salad. Quick little dressing. Perfect. I couldn't get through the whole thing, so I'm gonna feed it to my dog because she loves my leftovers. Hi.
Hi.
This is what we're having for a snack today. Dun dun dun! Fresh blueberries we just picked. Amazing. So for dinner today, I'm gonna have this lovely plate of thawed frozen durian from Durian Rider. It's my favorite. You'll have to excuse the noise, I'm outside because this fruit offends some people in my house. So I got about 1,800 calories today, and that's just right about on track. I was a little bit more active. We did go pick blueberries and things like that, so I could have handled a little bit more calories. And as you'll see, there was a couple of the essential amino acids that I didn't quite reach, but had I added a little bit more greens, I could have easily met that need in that area. I did meet my omegas for my essential fats that I needed for the day, and I did meet most of my other requirements. I overdid it on my fiber as always, which is never a bad thing to have too much fiber in your diet. So I was really happy about that. And I reached my water requirements, and I was a tiny bit low on zinc. And I could have easily added some more greens or some nuts and seeds, and I could have met that requirement as well. So I was also a little bit low on my selenium, but every couple of days I like to eat one Brazil nut, and that takes care of that for me. So I know where to get that if I need it. And as always, in any diet, usually you have to worry about where, you're getting your vitamin D and your vitamin B12. So I do take a vitamin B12 supplement, and I do get out in the sun to get my vitamin D. And the last time I had those numbers checked by my doctor, I was good to go. So I know that what I'm doing is working for me, and that is what I do because I don't get any vitamin B12 or D from my diet. I like to track things every once in a while just to make sure that I am on the right track. But for the most part, I eat a varied diet, so I know that it's complete in most of the areas that I need to get my nutrients, and I do know what I'm lacking, and so I take that in supplement form.